Hello, this is Pat Walker at MissionWinners.com, and I am doing a video for Joseph. Excuse me. Joseph has a good question here, and I'd like to read this to you. Okay, and this is what it says. I'm going to drag it over here so we can see it. It says this: new to the service, and again, Joseph, welcome. Glad you're part of the team. He said, I noticed your MarketSmith layout is different than mine. Mine is mostly like the most likely default settings. What are your preferred settings? I was watching your video on creating a screen and noticed that the results page on your computer has different column headings. Let's go through this together, and hopefully this will help you. So we're looking at a chart on MarketSmith, and this is one of the things we'll do first. I love this box right here. This is one of my go-to boxes. And you're like, well, how the heck do you get that box up? Up here in the upper right-hand corner, you click the wrench. And I'm going to leave this up for a second just to show you the various things that I have in here, okay, that are checked off. Alerts, markups, index line. These, I don't have stochastics because I don't use them. These are the things that I have checked off. And by so doing, by clicking this one, this box comes up. Alrighty? This box comes up. So there's number one. I'm going to show you again. This is for everybody. I click this, and these are the boxes that I have checked off. Chart element display, markup legend. So it allows all these things to be out there. Alright? Now let's take it a step further. This box right here, I don't really use this. I don't use this, but I do use this box right here. Why do I use this? I have my charts. I'll show you all something here, folks. There's a green background. That's too hard on my eyes. Here's a white background. That's too hard on my eyes. Here's a yellow. That's a little bright. Here's what I found here. You'll love, oh boy, let's go swimming. This right here is pink. Too bright. Here's what I found that's easiest on the eyes. This kind of a pale blue background. So that's what I use. Now, let's go through here and just take a look at a couple of other things here. If you want to draw a line over here, line pen, you click it, and I can draw a line with the line pen. Track price, if you click track price, it goes through, and you left click on your mouse, and you can go through and you can say, well, what was the bar here? And I click on it just so that my cursor lines up with it, and it gives me all the data in that box immediately to the right. The date, high, low, last, percent change, etc. So that's how you get to that. Now you can say, well, if I want to draw a line again, all you do is you click this, and you can draw a line again. You say, well, I want to erase the line. You hit the trash can, you drag it over here. Oh, that's the one. This is one of the issues that I have with this. The trash can won't delete that, okay? However, let's suppose I want to delete a note. I click it over here, and it's gone. So there's the trash can. So you've got a line, track price. Track price, click here, and you'll track all your prices. This allows me, this box here allows me to make a note. And I can pick the color that I want the note writing to be in. I always pick red. So you click here, you put it here, you put it here, and then you just put the cursor there. Let's do that. Oh, excuse me, gotta click this. There we go. And then you can make your note. So you hit the T and you pick the color you want, red, and now there's black. I click the red and why it's not doing it in red, I don't understand. Normally it does. It might be because I'm in the middle of recording and it won't catch it. But that's how you can change the color of the writing. It's that simple. Boom, and you pick the color you want. Now let's take it a step further. If you want to draw an arrow, you can click the pointer, and you can click it. You got to do this one backwards, though. This one's kind of unique, okay? Pointer. Why is that not working? You can see I'm having a whale of a time with this animal. Now the pointer function isn't working right here, right now. But let's get to the other points, okay? You talked about how do you set your screens up and things like this. I'm going to go over here and show you. So we've got different screens. Let's make a screen together, okay? Just to show you. This is important. So I'm going to click New Stock Screen. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to call it Joseph. So I click that. I click New Screen, Joseph, and I click Save. Now I have a screen called Joseph. And what can I do? I can click on the various columns up at the top and pick what are these columns on the left and pick. So let's suppose I want to put in a Smart Select composite rating of 80 minimum and a relative strength of 80 minimum. And each time, and then I push the Enter key on my keyboard, and it will cut out stocks that don't meet those minimum criteria. So Joseph, now I'm down to 380 stocks. Let's suppose we say we only want an accumulation distribution of A or B. I click it, and it'll take it from 380. Now I'm down to 86 stocks. Do you see how we did that? Now you could say, well, you know what? I'd like stocks that have, oh, and here's the results. I'd like stocks that have some earnings. So I click the Earnings tab, and I say, I want earnings last quarter, and I always include minimum comparisons. I want earnings of 40% last quarter. So I put 40 there, and I click Enter. I'm on the earnings section now, and it takes it down from 296. Now I'm down to 205 stocks. You can click any column you want or any section you want. Price and volume. You can say, I want stocks above $10 a share. I click price, and I clicked over here, and I put 10, and I press Enter on my keyboard. And it takes it down from 205 down to 203. So you can say, well, what are the constraints you have? Over here on the right, you can see, I've set on this screen, I want earnings of or EPS rating of 80 or higher, relative strength of 80 or higher, accumulation distribution of A or B, last quarter's earnings up 40% or higher, and it's above $10 a share. I have 203 stocks. So let's look at it here. So now what you do is you want to drag this window up. Well, you can hold it like this and drag it up, or you can just click this black box and raise it up, and it automatically pops up. So now we have made a screen, and it's got 203 stocks in it. How do we want to sort it? And this is where it gets important. I want to sort it by industry group rank first. So I click on the heading, and it ranks it in descending order. Well, I wanted ascending, so I click it again, and the number one groups, the stocks in the number one group come first. The stocks in the number two group come second, and so on. Now, there's something else I do. I want to sort it by percent off high. We're going to figure out how to get to these columns too, by the way, okay? So you click this, and it sorts by stocks percent off high. Venom's closer to highs. That's how we run this. Closest up. And then you click lock it. And so now we'll stay there. Now we're going to do something else here, though. This is important. All right? I'm going to drag this down right here. And we are going to, hold on, I'm going to get to it real quick. By the way, show tutorials. Click the wrench or the sprocket. Show tutorials is a great place to go to help you. Here's one other thing you can do. I'm going to drag this up, drag out of that, okay? And I'm going to click the wrench. This is where it gets good for us. You click the wrench over on the far right-hand side. Customize column layout. So you click it, and you can pick the items that you want from all their different criteria and put them in. And you can also slide them back and forth where you want them. So if you want, so then the columns, industry group rank, okay, industry name, price change, percent off high. you can see this corresponds with what I have up here. Earnings per share, there it is. Sales, there it is. I'm going to minimize that, okay? And by so doing, I have now made a custom screen that when I run it, it's going to produce the results in the order that I want it. So now, let's click on the first chart. So now we can look at charts. And how do you look at one chart to the next? It's very simple. You just scroll down and hit your space bar. Hit the space bar on your keyboard and it will go to the next chart. You can say, well, but you know what I want to do? I want to save. I ran a screen and now I want to save it. Here's how you do that. Here's the screen results. Alrighty, all here. On the left-hand side, you see this gray bar? Here's what you do. Put your cursor on it and drag it all the way down. And over the left-hand corner, you see where it says screen results? Click it. And save a copy of results. We're going to save it. We ran a screen. It made a list. We're going to save it. And here's what we're going to call it. We'll call it Joseph List. And it's saved. Where's it saved? It's saved right up there. So now if I ever want to refer to it, all I have to do is click it and it comes up. If I want to pull up the Wednesday key list, I can click this and the Wednesday key list will come up. And I think what's happening is because I'm recording, it's messing this up. Yeah, you know what? I think it's freezing me there. Yeah, you can see these bars coming up. Sometimes when you record on MarketSmith, you've noticed in the videos it's a little choppier. And I don't think it's going to let me finish. See this right here? It's frozen. Here's my point. Joseph, that's a great starting ground. Oh, good, good. It's back up. Okay, now we're in the key list. Again, this runs extremely smooth, but when you're recording, it's very jumpy. I'm going to stop here. That's a good stopping point and a good starting point for you. So Joseph, I hope that helps. And let's take it a step further. After you've watched this video, let's go through to the next steps. I hope this helps you and everybody else. And I thank you.